The reason I am thankful for PACN is they actually emotionally and physically saved my life. Because if I didn't meet Alexis and go through the ultrasound, I would have hemorrhaged and both the baby and I would have not made it. My story's a little different. I was sexually assaulted, which led to the pregnancy, and I had no idea until I was 7 months. So I ended up choosing PACN, and this is probably going to be comical, but they were the only ones that called me back out of 10 agencies that I reached out to. I actually didn't find out that I was fully pregnant until I was in the room with Alexis. With my hormone levels and my Asherman syndrome, I wasn't entirely sure, so I wanted to make sure. But I was very much in shock. I was honestly in disbelief because I was never supposed to be able to carry another baby. But I automatically knew that I wanted to seek adoption, and to understand that she had already been through it, it kind of paved a way for me to make it easier. Knowing that she walked in my shoes, it made me feel like I wasn't pressured into making a decision, and sharing her story about having it an open adoption versus mine being a closed adoption, I guess was very uplifting to know that other people make selfless decisions as well. So I don't really feel singled out.
Hearing her story and relating to a couple things, unfortunately, we've been through similar issues. So my heart just automatically connected and felt for her. And she made me laugh. You still make me laugh to this day.
The relationship that we have, I don't believe I have another one, no. It's I feel like intimate isn't the right word, but that's the only one that comes to mind because my support system throughout this whole thing was only limited to the 5 people, and she was one of them, and she was there the whole time. And then, of course, we're still sitting here, so she's always been there. So she looked at me like I was a younger sister, so she would always be direct with me and always tell me what to expect or what was going to happen. But I was excited the whole time when it came to the adoption process. I wanted to finalize the papers and let them go home, and I was very excited for them. Honestly, what I hope and expect is obviously that they teach him to be an amazing person. I never felt like he was mine, though, because I felt like I was carrying him to find his parents. So when I did find his parents, that's their decision, I guess, like how they're gonna raise him. But they're amazing people, so I don't have any regrets or think that it's gonna go bad in any way. So I just felt like that's what I was meant to do. Even though it started off traumatic, it ended awesome.
Being with her during the birth and the placement of the child that she delivered was a full circle moment for me, just because I had walked through that, and like I said, unfortunately we bond because we've been through assaults, and so going through that myself, and then in those moments being like, how is this going to be used for good one day? I don't understand. And then being there with her and being able to be that support that I never had, and then seeing a live little baby boy who's super cute, it just made me really emotional, and it was a very healing process for me being able to be that support for her. I think both of our stories are beautiful stories because we both started off in very broken situations. But like I tell her all the time, the beauty in that brokenness is we now get to put ourselves back together how we want to put ourselves together. And what I chose was not the same thing she chose, but it was best for ourselves and our lives. And there's beauty in that because it was 2 completely different stories with similarities, but still a beautiful outcome. We didn't cry.
I did.
A little.
There was a tear.
Okay. Dang it.
Just one, though.
I watered up.
No, I'm good. Is the makeup, do I have a line?
No, you don't.
Okay, solid. Then we're good.